opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message.
Hey, y'all.
This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You ain't gonna work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Nah, that's just the game getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We are streaming live, kyokradio.org. It's Freestyle Friday, and I want to do just that. I want to freestyle. So whatever you want to put on the lunch break menu without cursing, without being disrespectful, meaning you can't call up here and call me out my name or anything like that, you can do it. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. I want to talk about a whole lot, and I haven't done it in a while, but I want to do it today. It is going to be Pet Peeve Friday. I know that doesn't rhyme. It doesn't have that, but we used to do pet peeves where, stuff that just don't make no sense or gets on your last nerve. I just feel like doing it today. I just feel like doing it today. There are a couple of professional leagues that have just all on pet peeves for me. So if you got a pet peeve, something just get on your last, man, I can't stand when people do, and fill in the blank, can't curse. You do that today, it's today's the day for it. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or call me, or text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Like, I got a pet peeve, and it's pretty much directed at one person. I can't stand when somebody's team done lost 7 games, and they bring up the 2 losses your team got. Hey, Todd, how you doing? That's just a pet peeve. Your team got dog walked 7 times, but you always want to bring up the 2 losses that somebody else's team has. Todd was just all in my DMs going hard on Longhorn Keith about his Cowboys, and his team barely in first place. His team, Cowboys in first place by like 3-4 games. Todd's team got like a half game, and they about to lose on Monday night. But he all strong in his message. Pet peeve, Todd. Todd, you are a walking pet peeve, bruh. I want to hear about your Longhorns. I don't want to hear about your Patriots. I don't want to hear about mac and cheese, Mark Jones. Doc, you are a walking pet peeve. Now, that ain't why I want to do Pet Peeve Friday. It's not. I'll save my pet peeves for later. I got 2, and they're directed at 2 professional sports leagues. You can probably figure it out. Keith Hennig, what's your pet peeve? CJ, Felicia, Yolanda, Green, Johnson, Smith, Barney, Aloysius III, Amy, Boucher, Castro, Johnson, Jones. What's your pet peeves? My pet peeve is Dallas Cowboy fan. Okay. I'll let you make it with that. I'm talking about now, for me, it's the old Cowboy fans where they could be 3-39 and they'll swear that they were 42-0. They'll be 3-39, but they will argue you down every play of every single game, and by the time the conversation's over, they 42-0. I'm just saying. Pet peeves. All right, it's Freestyle Friday. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
KYOK, 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m. Give people what they want.
The lunch break knows how to party. The lunch break knows how to party. In the city of H-Town. Yeah. Hey, somebody do me a favor. Somebody give me a pet peeve. Give me a pet peeve that just, when you hear somebody do this or you see somebody do that, you just like, oh man, no. All right, here's a pet peeve for you. It's not sports related, but it's a pet peeve. If you drive a big old truck, I'm talking about F-250. I'm talking about one of them Ram trucks. I'm talking about one of them, that thing got a Hemi. And you can't stay in your lane when you turn, you probably don't need to be driving that truck. If you are driving one of them big old, dualies or whatever, and you got to be all across the line to turn, and everybody else has got to slow down or stop so that you can make your turn, you probably don't need to be driving that truck. That is a pet peeve of mine. If you can't stay in your lane, you might need to stay home. Just saying. All right, last night, the Dallas Cowboys defensively ate the New Orleans Saints up. 4 turnovers and a pick 6 against the New Orleans Saints that are falling faster than a bad stock. I mean, falling faster than a bad stock. I'm a Saints fan, and I called it yesterday. I said the Saints were not going to beat them boys. Let me give him my phone line. I think I know who this is. I hope it's him, too. Hello, you live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Okay, we still them boys.
Oh, yeah, you right. I just...
Hey, you know what I got a pet peeve at? You know what my pet peeve is?
What's your pet peeve?
My pet peeve is when people me about, what they going to do if the Cowboys lose and the Cowboys are just, they're not going to make it and they're the same. But then what you say in the church, I can't get no amens over it.
I can't hear nobody.
I can't hear what?
Keith. Longhorn Keith. This man said, if y'all lose this game, block me. Now, let me just say this real quick. I could barely read the message because I had to block the dude 7 losses ago. 7 losses ago, I had to block him Because he wasn't even in my category. You're not even in my conversation, bro. We can't even run in the same circles. I'm popping bottles and you opening cans. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in the same conversation, bro. You pulling out change, I'm pulling out cards. You see what I'm saying? I'm just. What's wrong with this dude, man? What is wrong with this dude? And then he trying to rock with these New England Patriots. Like 22-year-old Tom Brady done came home. And I'm just saying, and watch this. I got a pet peeve. Tom Brady has had TB12 marketed and licensed and trademarked forever. This little boy, and I said it right, this little boy in Foxborough is trying to market MJ10. Are you serious?
That's your mouth. I didn't see that.
Bruh. This dude is, if somebody gives you a bill with Mac Jones on it, give it back, bruh, because it's fake.
No, sir. I'm good on Mr. MJ. There's only one MJ, MJ23. Everybody else is just imitating.
Man, I'm trying to tell MJ10 ain't a thing. It is not a thing. It is not. You way too early in the game to be trying to trademark anything. Stop it. Win your division, win the AFC championship, win the chip, and then we'll holler. But right now, you just a rook, bruh. You should be carrying somebody's pants right now.
Man, listen, and I love how people get excited. In particular, our friend who will remain nameless in our group chat. It amazes me how excited they get behind a rookie quarterback. By the way, I did not even know that. I did not know that Todd was a Patriots fan until they started winning. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, I'm gonna give him a little bit. I'm gonna give him a little bit of love. He's been a Patriot fan for a long time. He's been trying to, lift up Tom Brady and the Patriots. When Tom Brady was there, he was almost obnoxious, almost. But he got quiet, when Cam was there, and he got quiet at the start of this year. And then when Mark Jones decided that he was going to try to stick with the little dink and dunk program and not try to do too much, then he got loud again. For every little 5-yard pass, Todd got real loud. Man.
Well, listen, I want to highlight this game last night. Let me be completely honest with you, and transparent with the listening audience. I was not a happy camper with the way that the offense played, and more in particular the offensive line. I can't blame Dak for everything. When I took a look at the offensive line and how they performed last night, it was almost like they had never played together. It was that bad. But I will tell you, the one thing that gives me confidence about going into the rest of the season and into the postseason is that I love the way the defense is gelling. Now, granted, I understand that we were playing against a banged-up, backup, running quarterback. But nonetheless, they put their uniforms on the same way we do, and they got to get out there and get it every single week. And so last night, I was really impressed with the pressure. And I'll tell you this, man, Mr. Parsons, and he's just not the rookie defensive player of the year, in my opinion. But he's continuing to be first team. I mean, he is amazing, man. So watch him put pressure on the play. He's relentless every play. And we haven't had that in a long time, man. So I'm super excited to see him and the defense. And, if we can shore up our offensive line, create some running lanes to Zeke a little bit, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, Parsons is I like the way Skip Bayless said it today. He's number 11 from heaven. And I mean it, bro. To see him downfield guarding Kenny Stills, knock the ball away, and that ball get picked off, you ain't got a whole lot of defensive end / linebackers that can play it that well. And if they mess around and just put him on that edge and let him rush, Bruh, Dallas has a real good problem when everybody gets healthy because you got DeMarcus Lawrence, you got Randy Gregory, you got Parsons. I forget the other guy's name, but you got like 4 dudes that can put a whole lot of pressure on that QB spot. And if Dan Quinn is who he wants everybody to believe he is, he'll figure that out and not have those dudes on the sideline. But I got to say this, you can't have Parsons 20 yards downfield too often because he is a much better pass rusher than people give. I even had to apologize. I thought he was going to be too lean to be on that edge. I thought those big tackles would be able to get those hands on him and control him. But he's so fast and he's so skillful. Just ask Taysom Hill. He closed on him so quick last night, dude couldn't even see straight.
Yeah, that's real, man. Like he's a difference maker, man. And for the first time in a long time, the Cowboys went out and made the right pick and not the sexy pick, and I really appreciate what they're doing and using them. And you're right. That defense is going to be a real problem for a lot of teams when that defense gets healthy. And that's what I'm hoping, man, in the postseason. Because Micah Parsons right now is doing all of this with a lot of players out, and he's having to step in and fill in some roles that he's never had to do. Well, obviously because it's his first year in the league. But still, to be in those different positions and to dominate the way that he's doing, and I'm excited to see. Tyron Smith last night and left tackle, man, he looked like he was a first-year starter. And I don't know what is going on with him. Maybe he's still hurt. But, man, he looked bad last night.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if like you said, he's got a ding. We can say this, though. Let me move off him real quick because we got to get ready to go.
Okay.
Ezekiel Elliott is hurt. Ezekiel Elliott is hurt. And for all the people that want to get rid of Ezekiel Elliott because you feel like he's not what he used to be and running backs life shelf and all that kind of nonsense, Ezekiel Elliott is hurt, but out there still trying to do what everybody says football players should do. Suck it up, get out there and play. Well, guess what? He's trying to do that. He's trying to do that. But anybody who's not jaded, Todd, can see that the young man is hurt.
Man, listen, for those of you who are non-Cowboy fans and you just haters, please understand, we want Zeke, and we're going to keep Zeke. What he does, what you don't see, he's averaging 3.5 yards per carry. But what he does, more importantly, is the thing that Pollard can do, is when Zeke is in the game and we decide to do a first down play action and they run a blitz, he picks up the blitz.
Oh, my God, does he pick up that blitz.
So smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So he's very helpful in that aspect. And so, nonetheless, again, thank you to all of the people who I cannot hear in my comment section on my telephone. As Skip and Lee used to say, what he used to say, AJ, get off my telephone.
The late, great Skipper Lee Frazier, who brought a mountain of soul to Houston. Todd, get off my telephone. Keith, appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Take care, man.
All right, man. I had to let him get his pet peeves in. I had to let him get him in. Let me take a break. We'll come back with more right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Hi, this is TJ from South Park. I listen to the lunch break with AJ Jones on 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. If you're looking for a perfect gift to give for Christmas this year, you better check out African Imports. They're over there in the Greenspoint Mall right here in Houston. You're going to find African fashions for men, women, and children. Plus, they got African art, sorority, and fraternity gifts, HBCU items, Bibles, CDs, DVDs, and more. They even got church supplies over there at African Imports in the Greenspoint Mall. They're right near the food court. And if you mention KYOK and the lunch break, you're going to get 10% off your purchases at African Imports. Tell Opie AJ sent you. He gonna bless you. He will bless you. I mean it. I mean it. All right. I got a pet peeve too. Many of y'all know that I'm a part of the divine. Wait, I can't even talk today. I'm a part of the Divine Nine. All right. I'm a Kappa. My youngest son is an Alpha. My mother was an AKA. And before you get all deep and spiritual on me about being a part of the fraternities and all that, just I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you right now. Pet peeve is Lil Bootsy. Wipe me down. Bruh. I didn't say nothing when he put on the Kappa Alpha Psi stuff and was trying to rock that, the sweater, and was trying to rock that like he was a member of the frat. I didn't say anything because I knew he didn't know, and the bros were going to straighten it out. And they did. First of all, Kappas don't fight, they litigate, all right? So they straightened that out. No more problems. Well, now we got floating around a video of him putting on an Alpha Phi Alpha jacket. And he's saying how good he looks in the jacket, and he feels good because of the legendary Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha over there at Morehouse. You know better this time, bro. You know better this time. So now you're being disrespectful. And that's my pet peeve. Don't be trying to create smoke and then try to act like a victim. Oh, I ain't know. You knew from the Kappa thing. Now you're just being disrespectful with the Alpha Phi Alpha thing. So y'all can do what you want to do, but when I hear wipe me down, I'm not getting down with that. I'm not playing it. I'm not moving to it. I'm not grooving to it. I'm not doing it because the dude is going out of his way to be disrespectful. And I know we got a thing about, let's not put each other down. We got bigger fish to fry. It's a little thing. Y'all shouldn't be in that fraternity anyway. Disrespect is disrespect. It's the principle. And I can't stand when people are disrespectful and then try to act like they some kind of victim. No. I'll be one less download he'll get. I'll be one less representative that he will have of his. I'm one less because it's disrespectful, and you know better. So yeah, that's one of my pet peeves. It's Pet Peeve Friday. If you got a pet peeve, I want to hear it. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. Todd all up in my messages. Todd all up in my messages talking about Michigan and Ohio State. And let me look at these standings real quick in the Big 12. You got Oklahoma State, Baylor, Oklahoma, Iowa State, Kansas, West Virginia. Oh, there go UT. There go UT. Way down, right above TCU, Texas Tech, and Kansas. And oh yeah, by the way, Kansas went into UT and dog walked the Longhorns there. Bless you, Todd. Bless you, bro. One thing I'll say about you, you true to your trash talk, bro. You'll talk trash while you in trash. He will talk trash while he's in trash, and I can't be mad about that. I'm one of those guys, when I play spades, and for those who can't play spades, this ain't going to make sense to you. When I play spades, up by 100 or down by 100, I'm licking cards and sticking them to my forehead. I might win one book and go run around the room with my shirt pulled over my head. I'm going to talk trash up by 100 or down by 100. That's how it is. I'm not going to let you enjoy your victory over me. And I'm not going to let you live down your defeat to me. So, AJ, you got to win with class and lose with dignity. Not in spades. No, I don't. All right, so last night the Cowboys defense kept them in. I did see a lot of Cowboy fans that were not pleased with Kellen Moore's play calling. I did see that. Surprisingly, the Cowboys had Amari Cooper back for a few plays. He was coming off of COVID. I was surprised by his comments. His comments were, I could have gone out there and played. I mean, Michael Jordan played with the flu, and he felt like he could have played or should have been able to play, even though he had COVID. Let me clear my throat. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And I know a lot of folks want to have their thoughts and feelings on the vaccine. That's fine. We're not talking about vaccines. I'm just saying, whether I'm vaccinated or not, whether I believe in vaccines or not, if I know you have COVID, I don't want to be. No, bro. Go sit down for however long you got to sit down for, and then we'll holler at you when you get back. If you got pink eye, I don't need you rubbing your finger in my face. If you got chicken pox, I don't need you hugging me. I'm not telling you to go get vaccinated, but it's a whole different deal when you talk about you still should be able to rock next to me when you know you got something that's contagious. Nah, bro, we going too far now. So, he was able to play for a few plays last night. They had CD Lamb back. Boy, they missed him. Gallup, was strong last night. And I got to give Tony Pollard credit. Tony Pollard is a decent back, but like Longhorn Keith said, can't nobody pick up blitz and do everything that Ezekiel Elliott can do, and he's injured. I think that knee is a lot more hurt than he wants to admit, and the Cowboys have kind of left it up to him what you want to do, and of course he wants to play. So the Cowboys defense stepped up last night. Mike McCarthy was not there. I think we got a glimpse of the future Cowboys. I think ultimately Dan Quinn is going to be the man in charge when Mike McCarthy either decides to step away or gets asked to part ways. I think it's going to be Dan Quinn's team. So I think we got a shot of that last night. Cowboy fans, I'm interested to hear what you think about that. What do you think about your future being tied to Dan Quinn as the head coach? 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me 832-403-5005, 832-403-5005. Amy, yeah, we can talk about that. Call me, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. We can talk about that as well. I got to take a break. When I come back, we'll talk about my two pet peeves with two professional sports leagues. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
all the things.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead, say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
Love talking,
and joy living on Get Up Mornings.
Get up. 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind in paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door.
Oh, this is a good one.
And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the tax doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year where we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
The lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org. Real quick, PV said his pet peeve is when people stand so close to him, it's like they're together at the counter making a transaction. I didn't come with you. Back up. That's a pet peeve of mine, too. I'm serious. Hello, you live on the lunch break. Who's this? Hello.
Hey, this is Amy. Amy from Ohio.
Amy
Boucher. Johnson, Jones, Smith, Barney.
Yeah. Got 88 names and just as awesome as you want to be. Hey, real quick, Amy, we got to say congratulations to Winton Woods on winning yet another state championship. That's our former high school. Our former high school is no longer. They renamed it Winton Woods, and now it services Forest Park, Green Hills, and some other areas, and they won the state championship again. Congratulations.
Yes, that is great news.
Now, before you get into what you want to talk about, give me a pet peeve.
Oh, gosh.
I know you got plenty of them.
No, I would say one of my only pet peeves is when someone doesn't close the shower curtain and leaves it all bunched up because then it gets like moldy in the crevices if you don't open it up to air it out.
Oh, wow. I never even thought about that. I am not that person. I believe in stretching it back and having it open while no one's using the shower. I like my bathroom to look nice and crisp and clean. So I keep the shower curtain fully open so that it's stretched wide.
You caught me off guard there with a pet peeve.
Yeah, but I didn't know that it gets moldy when it's all crunched up. I guess it doesn't do that because I keep mine open all the time or fully extended, and then I wash that liner. I wash that thing on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Amy Boucher Castro got her pet peeve. Okay, you wanted to talk about something. Go ahead.
Oh, I just got in my car and I noticed that, well, first of all, prayers and thoughts to the families of the victims and all of those children in that school in Michigan. It's heartbreaking to see that another mass shooting has occurred. And right as I was getting ready to log on to your show, I saw that the news had reported that the parents have actually been charged each with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter as well.
Wow. I didn't know that, Amy, and that's a game changer. That's a game changer with these school shootings where, either the shooter, takes their life and there's no justice that can be served because they're gone, or, the police officers, they get them and they're, that's it. But then they, get caught and put on trial and they'll plead insanity or something else. But you're telling me the parents got charged with 4 counts of manslaughter in this case?
Each. Yes, sir.
Wow.
And I am fully amenable to that happening. The story, and if the news report was accurate, there were some other alarming things that had occurred. The young man who is the alleged shooter, we have to say alleged right now,
right,
had been caught by a teacher the day before looking up ammunition on his phone during the school day, and that was concerning. So they, according to the news, called the mother, left a message for her. She did not return the call to the school, but I think they have gotten her phone records, but she had sent a text message to her son indicating that she wasn't mad at him for doing it and he needed to do a better job of not being caught.
What?
And other text messages also had indicated, well, she had also put on her Facebook page that the weapon that was used in the shooting was in fact a Christmas present for their teen son, which the law states that he was not even old enough to have that kind of weapon. He apparently was with his dad on Black Friday when it was purchased, and the parents had been called into the school that morning of the shooting for a face-to-face meeting with the school. And several hours later, the son was allowed to go back to school, and I don't know anything about that, but I just know that he was allowed to go back to class. And several hours later is when the shooting occurred. And according to the news, when the mother heard that there was an active shooter, she had texted her son saying, "Ethan, don't do it."
Wow.
I just got off of.
Yeah, Amy Boucher Castro joining us. It's Freestyle Friday, so on this day we can literally talk about anything. And we're talking about the school shooting up in Michigan, and the parents have been charged with 4 counts of manslaughter each. And there are text messages between the mom and the shooter that are clearly actionable, meaning the legal authorities can charge her, do things. She knew more than she let on, and that's horrendous. That's unconscionable. I mean, it's unbelievable that a parent would do these things. And again, we just saw in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial how, it was a loophole that he was able to have the gun that he had. Apparently, it was not true that he carried it across state lines because it was already in Wisconsin. But I'm a licensed gun holder, and I obey the laws when it comes to my gun. I don't do stuff like carry it across state lines that I'm not supposed to carry it. I don't have a gun that I'm not allowed to carry, and that kind of stuff. Ammunition that I'm not allowed to have. But when you're starting to give this stuff to people at 15, 16, they can't vote. They're not allowed to drink alcohol, but we trust them with guns. And I know people always want to put it back on hunting. Okay, let's talk about hunting. What are we hunting? We're hunting people, we're hunting animals. And why are we hunting animals? I know some people say for food, but there are more people that do it for sport. When you're 15, 16, 17 years old and you're not in a hunting environment, there needs to be the strictest laws against that person, those people, and that family.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I just, if folks don't want to give up their Second Amendment rights, then hold them more accountable for the Second Amendment rights that they have. So I'm with you. I'm praying for those families involved.
Yes, sir. And to end, the one other thing that the article said was, yes, you're allowed to have guns, it's legal, but with that comes a responsibility.
Right.
And I think they clearly failed in their responsibility. The article I read also indicated that it was not locked up.
Yep.
It was just simply in a dresser.
Right.
That he had access to.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
You want to have things that can kill people, you need to have a great responsibility with them and who has them and who has access to them. And unfortunately, their negligence has caused an enormous amount of pain to an entire community.
Absolutely. Lives were lost as a result of their negligence. And go back to your initial pet peeve. If you can't put the shower curtain back open and lift up the toilet seat when you're supposed to, you don't need to be running around with a gun. I'll leave it at that. Amy, real quick, U of H versus Cincinnati this weekend. Who you got?
Cincinnati.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I needed to hear it from your chest. Say it again.
You see.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Amy's daughter was a cheerleader with Cincinnati, and a very good one, by the way. Please tell baby girl and your amazing son I said hello. And Les too, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have a great day. Best voice in radio in all of Texas.
Oh man, don't play with my head. You got me blushing and beaming. Thanks, Amy. We appreciate it. Talk to you soon. All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Yeah, man. That's craziness. That's craziness here on Freestyle Friday. Don't forget now, if you're looking for the perfect gift to give for Christmas, why don't you shop African Imports in the Greenspoint Mall? They got it all. African fashions for men, women, and children. They got African art. They've got the Divine Nine sororities, fraternity gifts. Not for you, little Bootsy. You ain't pledged nobody. HBCU items. That's where I get all of my T-shirts from and shirts. They got Bibles, CDs, DVDs, and more. They even have church supplies if you need your communion stuff. African Imports right there in the Greenspoint Mall near the food court. Be sure and tell them you heard it on KYOK. They'll give you 10% off your purchases. All right? All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on with what you need to know today. We'll come back with some birthdays after this on the lunch break. It's Freestyle Friday.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is, go ahead, say it with me, Friday, December 3rd, 2021. Number one, the U.S. Senate passed a short-term government funding bill that will prevent a shutdown before the Friday night deadline, sending the bill to President Biden for his signature. The president is expected to sign the measure before the end of Friday and prevent a lapse in government funding. The legislation will keep the government running through February 18th. Number two, In a new policy expansion meant to prevent harassment and abuse on its platform, Twitter will no longer let its users publish private videos or images of other people without their consent. The measure is in part meant to combat doxing, the practice of publishing another person's private or identifying information on the internet, such as their address or phone number. Public figures are exempt from the policy. Number 3, President Joe Biden is set to kick off a more urgent campaign for Americans to get the COVID-19 booster shots. The plan includes a requirement for private insurers to cover the cost of at-home COVID-19 tests and a tightening of testing requirements for people entering the U.S. regardless of their vaccination status. Medical experts say boosters provide enhanced and more enduring protection against COVID-19, including the new variants. Number 4, after nearly 400 years, Barbados has its own independence. The Caribbean nation cut its ties with Queen Elizabeth as of November 30th, 2021. The celebration of the Republic's separation from the United Kingdom came exactly 55 years after Barbados gained full independence, but decided to stay under British rule. And Rihanna, a Barbadian native, was declared a national hero by the Prime Minister. Number 5, although technology has become dominant in our book buying habits, family-owned bookstores nationwide still have so much to offer to their communities. Onyx Bookstore Cafe, the first Black-owned storefront bookstore in Covington, Georgia, is one of those jewels. Read more about Onyx and its owner, Tamara Wright, in today's Black Business Spotlight. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to work hard at having the life that you want. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Brain Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, thank you very much there, Sybil Wilkes, right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org. Okay, let me get to the birthdays real quick. Happy birthday going out to these good people right here. Eric Dill, 53 today. Chance Nichols, my godson, he's 25, make that 26. Patrick Bennett, 64. Wanda Williams is 52. And Sydney McKinney, what's up, bro, is 52 years young. Tabitha Price celebrating a birthday along with Mr. David Austin. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? All right, no celebrity birthdays today, so let's go ahead and get it, Usher.
Oh, go shorty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
All right, happy birthday. Everybody celebrating a birthday today and this weekend. And if you have an anniversary, get them to me. Get them to me. Get them to me. Yeah, Amy, my birthday is not far away. It is coming up, and I'll be telling you about the my birthday schedule because it'll be a little different right here on the lunch break. All right, got to take that break. I will get to my pet peeves for a couple of the sports leagues, and Tara just sent in a pet peeve. We'll get that next right here on the lunch break.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CS Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. When I step on the field, I send one message.
This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, that's just first hour on the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We are streaming live, kyokradio.org, and on social media. It's Freestyle Friday. We talk about everything today. Sports, life events, pet peeves. We're doing Pet Peeve Friday. Tara said, AJ, when people invite themselves into a conversation that they were not invited in, that's the problem for me. I am minding my business at my desk, talking to someone, and somebody across the cube is talking to us as if we invited them in. Where they do that at? At your job. At your job. I agree. Especially when children do it. You know, my kids, I ain't saying I was the best parent in the world, but they knew not to get in grown folks' conversation. I have some friends, though, I'm trying to talk to them, and they child all in the conversation like we boys. I'll talk to you later, dog. I'll holler at you later because you and your kid talk about it because I can't do that. Yeah, man. I'm with you. Tyler, that's a good one. Thanks for listening. All right, so breaking news, the Portland Trail Blazers have fired their team president. There was an investigation into his behavior in the workplace, and employees allege that he created a toxic, hostile work environment rife with intimidation tactics, profanity-laced tirades, and more. So the Portland Trail Blazers have let go of their team president. Now do the Phoenix Suns. What's up with that investigation? What's happening with that? That's what I'm curious about. It's Freestyle Friday. We're talking about pet peeves. We're talking about games coming up this weekend. Of course, it's championship weekend. The Longhorns don't know anything about that, haven't known anything about that for a while. Todd, that was for you. Baylor and Oklahoma State are going to compete for the Big 12 championship. Michigan and Iowa are going to compete for the Big 10 championship. Cincinnati and Houston will compete for the AAC championship. And I got to give some love to UT San Antonio. They'll be taking on Western Kentucky for the Conference USA championship. Keith Hennig said, stop it. I'm sorry, Keith. I didn't mean you, Keith. I meant your boy Todd. Your boy Todd is so out of pocket right now, man. I can't leave him alone. I'll behave. Keith Hennig said behave, I'll behave. Go tell Todd to behave. Keith, tell Todd to behave and then I'll behave. Like two little spoiled children. Go tell Todd to behave. He's messing with me and Keith. Longhorn Keith. He's messing with us. Pet peeve for the two professional sports. Major League Baseball, y'all can figure it out. My pet peeve is how they always try to settle their labor disputes in the public, in the media. Like you lay out your whole presentation in the media, but you don't at all say what the Players Association is offering or countering to your offer. It's almost like it's one-sided. Here's what we offered. How could they turn that down? Because it's a negotiation and no one side gets everything that they want. You need the players. They need you. Compromise. Go to your room and talk it out. Don't come out until you do. Why do we have to do a lockout? You could have extended the current collective bargaining agreement. My pet peeve is when Major League Baseball, who, by the way, is just, it's not the number one sport. It's not the number two. It's number three. If you're trying to expand your brand, the lockout out ain't going to help you. Locking players out. And I would say the same thing if the players had decided to go on strike. Going on strike is not going to help you. You got to figure it out. So that's them. The NFL is a little different. I got a pet peeve with them. They're the NFL, but they are the most non-consistent league when it comes to how they dole out punishment. Give me a second. Aaron Rodgers lied like a rug about being vaccinated. Did not wear his mask in places he was supposed to wear his mask. After games, he's out there leaning in people's ears, telling them good game, and breathing funky breath and virus on people. And he gets fined almost $15,000. Antonio Brown and two other players for Tampa lie about their vaccination status. Oh, but AJ, they presented false documents. They lied about their vaccination status, and they get suspended for 3 games. Huh? Whether they lied on paper or whether they lied to your face, they lied. Aaron Rodgers and the 3 players for Tampa. And because one of the 3 players is Antonio Brown, who has been in trouble in the NFL before, now it's, they need to get rid of him. They need to cut him. Let them cut Aaron Rodgers. They need to take Antonio Brown off of it, put Aaron Rodgers in it. They need to get rid of him. They need to cut him. If it doesn't work for him, it shouldn't have to be this case for Antonio Brown. The league is out of pocket with this one. The same rules that you use to come up with the Aaron Rodgers fine is what they should have applied to Antonio Brown and these 2 other dudes. It's that simple. Because now you look like you're not being fair. You look like it's not equal justice. I'm sorry. And again, it's so easy to do it when it's certain people, and it's not so easy to do it when it's others. I'll leave it at that. That's a pet peeve of mine. And I'm not just blaming Roger Goodell. Troy Vincent, same thing. Whoever's doling out the punishment, same thing. If you didn't suspend Aaron Rodgers, then why are you suspending Antonio Brown and these other 2? If you find that Aaron Rodgers $14,000, $15,000, then why are you not finding, even maybe find them a little bit more since they had a fake document. But to suspend them for 3 games? And then you got media folks out there, they need to cut Antonio Brown. No, they don't. He's no different than Aaron Rodgers. Cut him and then cut Antonio Brown. Right that the Packers need to cut Aaron Rodgers, and then we'll talk about cutting Antonio Brown. Gotta take a break. Pet peeves. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Guard.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Give the people what they want.
I'm Ben Tankett, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday. Still got a couple of pet peeves coming in. AJ, people who don't keep their dogs on a leash. Pet peeve. I don't care how friendly your dog is to you. That don't mean he's going to be friendly to me. That is definitely a pet peeve of mine. All right? Keep your dog on a leash. All right? All right. Man, such good news over at Notre Dame. Such good news over at Notre Dame. Let me let you hear a little clip of how Notre Dame celebrated their new head coach.
We're extremely proud of you guys on your focus and your ability to lock in all week long this week, okay? It was awesome to see, awesome to be a part of. It shows who you are, your DNA, your mental toughness, your physical toughness, the way you compete, the way you care about each other. Okay, that's what this team run is going to be about. Competing, getting after it with mental and physical toughness, and being the best in the country at what we do. So we ready to do that? Yes, sir. All right, so what I'm going to do now, okay, because you're a brand new head football coach.
That does not get old for me. That does not get old for me to hear those players be that excited about one of the youngest head coaches out there, Marcus Freeman, being named as the new head coach of Notre Dame was just absolutely amazing. Just absolutely amazing. I love that. I'm happy for Notre Dame. I am. I'm happy for those young men. I'm happy for that coaching staff, and I'm happy for the school. They got something to be excited about. Oh, yeah, and last I checked, they're 11-1, so they still have the possibility of sneaking into the college football play. I'm not mad at Brian Kelly, not mad at him at all. You know, again, coaches, that's what they do. That's one thing Todd finally got me to see. Coaches will not tell the truth about when they decided to take another job, and a lot of times they'll do it just like Brian Kelly did. While there's still stuff on the table at one school, they'll go and take a job at another school. I'm not going to fight that battle anymore. But I'm also not going to hold the players to a different standard than the adults are held to. Adrian Martinez up at Nebraska has decided in his last year of eligibility, he does not want to play with Scott Frost and Nebraska any longer. He wants to go to something else. Transfer portal. Good for him. Wherever he ends up, I hope he has a great season. Oh, kid decides he doesn't want to be coached up by coach so-and-so, and he decides to get in the transfer. Let him go. Let him go. When coaches decide that they don't want to coach at another school, what do? They don't stick it out. They don't honor their contract and their commitment. I get it. It's a fine line between what you're teaching them and what they'll learn from it. But if the adults don't have to do it, then the children should not have to do it either. This is not do as I say, not as I do. And it's an old argument. Oh, well, the kid's committed to the school, not the coach. Well, the coach committed to the school too, but he's on his way out. So, and before we just put it on the guy, Kim Mulkey committed to Baylor, and where's she coaching at? So all the young ladies that committed to Kim Mulkey should still be at Baylor? No, child. Let them folk go. Transfer portal. Keith Hennick, Lincoln Riley really dumped on, again, Lincoln Riley, Brian Kelly, the coach from SMU. Yeah, we can go on and on and on. The coach from Louisiana, Napier. We can go on and on and on. We can go on and on and on. The kid that was coming in to be a quarterback at Oklahoma decided, I don't want to go to Oklahoma no more. Decommitted. Where's he going? USC, baby. Why? He wants to play for Lincoln Riley. I don't understand why when it's for the adult, it's a good thing. They're just exploring their options. But when it's a kid, it's a bad thing. Oh, they're spoiled and they're selfish and, they should be grateful. No. Never forget, their talent earned them the scholarship. They were not given a scholarship. I told my daughter this yesterday. She earned the right to go to Southern. She'd been blessed with it, but she put in the work to be able to meet the requirements to get into Southern. And Southern recognized that, and they extended her an offer. My child's not going to go in being beholden to somebody else for the hard work that she did. And that's not being ungrateful. That's not being egotistical. Bruh, she put in that work. She was up late studying. She is in the top percentage of her class. She got all those A's. Not going to have her going in there like they're the only ones who did her a favor. Please. Several schools want my daughter because of her hard work, because of her accomplishments. Now, God gave her the ability to do it and the knowledge to have it, but guess what? She still applied it. Kids are not selfish for wanting to transfer. That's a pet peeve. Kids are not selfish for wanting to be paid for their hard labor and to be able to use their own name, image, and likeness. Let me go set up a website, www.keithhennick.com, and start making money off of Keith Hennick's picture, his name, and his likeness. I come up with an emoji that looks just like Keith, and I'm raking in dollars. I'm big money. What's wrong with that picture? But some kind of way, because a young man or a young lady decided to play college athletics, they give up the rights to their own name, their own image, and their own likeness. And the school makes billions of dollars off of that. And the kids are supposed to be grateful because they throw them $40,000 in a scholarship that they earned because of their ability or because of their intellect. Come on, y'all, please. Get out of the matrix. Get out of the matrix. Which pill was it, Amy? The red or the blue? Whichever one gets me out, I'm out. I got to take a break. Be right back.
We are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org. All right, listen, I got two things I got to tell you. Let me hit them real quick. There will be a grand gift giveaway courtesy of the Aldine AFT. It's a holiday drive-through event. It's going to take place on Saturday, December the 18th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway. 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway. They're going to have free HEB gift cards, turkeys, holiday gifts, and more while supplies last, and it's open to the community. And you can go to www.aldineaft.org for more information. And we'll be broadcasting live from 10 to 12. All right, I like it. I like it. And don't forget now, if you need perfect gifts for Christmas, African Imports has got them. They have everything you need in African fashions for men, women, and children. They've got that African art that's just unimaginable. And they've got the Divine Nine, all sorority and fraternity gifts for people who pledge sororities and fraternities or want to give gifts to someone who has. You're looking for your HBC paraphernalia. They've got that as well. It's where I get all my stuff from. Bibles, CDs, DVDs, church supplies, and much, much more. Go by there. Tell Opie you heard it on KYOK with AJ, and you'll get 10% off your purchases. They're in the Greens Point Mall right near the food court. So thank you very much for that. All right. Let me go through these games this weekend. I'm not talking about the NFL games. I'm talking about the college football championship game. Starting tonight, UT San Antonio, 11-1, will host Western Kentucky, 8-4, in the Conference USA championship game. UT San Antonio is a 4-point favorite. I got UT San Antonio in that. They're going to play in the Alamo Dome. They're at home. I've been to games up there in that stadium, and baby, they're going to have that thing rocking. UT San Antonio, the Roadrunners, have had a great season, and I feel like they're going to finish it off with a bang and go to a nice bowl game. Again, I've got UT San Antonio in that one. Also tonight, you got the Pac-12 championship with number 10 Oregon versus number 17 Utah. And guess what? Utah is technically the home team in that game. Oregon 10-2, Utah 9-3. But I tell you what, if you saw Utah against Oregon a couple of weeks ago, Utah dog-walked Oregon. Utah knocked Oregon out of the college football playoff discussion. I feel like Oregon is going to have something to say about that. I feel like Oregon is going to have something to say about that. I feel like they're going to have an extra level of energy on it when they meet tonight. But it doesn't matter what kind of extra level of energy you have. Utah is the better team. I got Utah with the win tonight. in the Pac-12 championship. They're a 3-point favorite. They're going to win. All right, tomorrow, 11 a.m., number 9 Baylor versus number 5 Oklahoma State. Baylor 10-2, Okie State 11-1. Okie State is a 5-6-point favorite. I love what Dave Aranda has done at Baylor. I love what they've done at Baylor, especially with that offense, man. They got a quarterback who is kind of quiet right now. Not a lot of folks saying his name. He's not your typical pocket passer, but he's not a quote-unquote running quarterback. He's a playmaker. He's a playmaker. And Baylor's offense is sneaky better than most people give credit to. But that Baylor defense is strong. That Baylor defense keeps them in the game until that offense can get it together. I really like Baylor in this one, but, man, I never thought I'd be saying these words. I like what Mike Gundy is doing with Oklahoma State. And Oklahoma State will have a legitimate chance to be in the college football playoff discussion if they win the Big 12, and I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to win it in a close game. Let me go to the phone line. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hey, it's Keith Hennig. How are you?
Keith Hennig, give me a pet peeve, man.
Pet peeve, Monday Night Football. 2 problems with it. One, there are 3 guys in the booth.
Yeah, bro.
And they continue to step on each other. And 2 of them need to go. Greasy and Steve Levy are just not broadcasters.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, there are times when, you know, the other 2 in the booth will say something really intelligent. Like they'll open up a really good discussion, and Steve Levy will just come back with the dumbest comment in the world. It's like, dude, they don't have you in the booth to be a comedian. Like you're supposed to be the play-by-play guy, and they're supposed to be the color guys. And he steps on real good, meaningful discussion often. And I wish they would take him out. I could live with the other 2, but he just kills the whole vibe. It's hard for me to listen to.
Well, I mute the entire Monday night game because of him.
Yeah.
The guy is just awful, and I don't know how he got the job.
I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
You want to share that?
No.
He knows somebody that knows somebody.
Come on, man. Come on.
Well, I'm hoping that next year I can unmute Monday Night Football. Maybe Greasy and Riddick will be fine together. That would be fine.
Yeah, I feel like those 2 balance each other out. You know, there are some times Greasy says some crazy, but Riddick has an understanding of the game that it's fun to listen to. It's almost Tony Romo-ish. I like it. And Greasy's not bad when it's him and Riddick and Levy is distracted or doing something else. But, man, when you put Levy in with Greasy and Riddick, it gets tough.
I agree. I think Riddick should stay in that booth with somebody else, just one person, and do like the other networks do. Call the game.
Yeah.
Without a Steve Levy.
I agree. That's a good one.
That's my pet peeve for the day. You have a great weekend, guys.
All right, brother. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you, too. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Keith Hennig, Caller of the Year 2020. Keith Hennig, Caller of the Year 2020. And big Tampa Bay fan. I'm with him. He also said on social media that I said, well said. He said, well, completely agree. We're talking about Antonio Brown and the other guys for the team getting suspended for 3 games, where Aaron Rodgers just got, a fine and, is still running his mouth like he is God's gift to everything and everybody. I said yesterday for his birthday, boy, that's when drama was born. That's when drama came into the world, when Aaron Rodgers was born. Because, man, he had drama because he didn't get drafted where he wanted to get drafted, out of California. He got drama when he replaced Brett Favre and all the back and forth. He had drama when he said it ain't his job to train up his backups. He had drama when they drafted a quarterback, for the future. He had drama all offseason when he got mad at the general manager. If anybody else had done that, they would be selfish. They'd be spoiled. They'd be, you got to do what your superiors say. Aaron Rodgers doesn't. Oh, yeah, he's right. If I'm that GM, I cannot wait till the season is over. That last game, as the clock's ticking down, I would run up next to him, get right by his ear and say, boy, I sure ain't going to miss you. As petty as Aaron Rodgers has been these past 14, 24 months, man, I would run up next to him after that last game as the clock was ticking down and say, boy, we sure ain't going to miss you. I'd ask him, you got to ride home? Because, the bus is for teammates. The bus is for Packers. And as of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you ain't won. So I'm disappointed in the NFL. I'm disappointed that they can't help get it right for doing it wrong. They just can't help themselves. They cannot. So, again, Keith Hennick, appreciate you, brother. All right, let me keep going through these championship games. I've got Oklahoma State over Baylor. Oklahoma State going to make it hard for the College Football Playoff Committee to figure out what they're doing. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
What to do, AJ? Lunch break is Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, it was good to have you drop in on me yesterday. Caller of the year 2017. What's up, bro?
Yes, always a blessing to be around great.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, AJ, football. Always remember that some things work for somebody, but everything doesn't work for you.
Right.
We know that what we're up against, AJ, is very serious. The league had already stated to the players, you need to be vaccinated. If not, fines will come. So I just think, my opinion, what those guys have to realize is, AJ, this thing is real. You're around guys that live in certain states that have COVID, seriously. And so if you want to be a part of the game in NFL, man, go get vaccinated. We know that some want to get vaccinated, some don't. We understand that. But AJ, they're in a totally different realm. You're around different guys every week. Those variants are real. And so if you want to be a part of what's going on, I just think it would behoove me to tell those guys, man, go ahead and get vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to stop playing football. So if you don't, you're going to get fined after fine after fine. So I just think in the instant what they got going on is just, it's all about being healthy. It's all about going back home to your families where you won't bring that particular virus home. So I think, we just have to man up in certain situations. Certain companies just have to be vaccinated.
Let me just say this, Ferdinand. I agree with you. But can we agree that while that makes perfectly good sense, there are people that just adamantly don't agree with that, and they just feel like their way is right, and they're not going to get vaccinated. They're not going to tell the truth about not being vaccinated. They're going to feel like Amari Cooper, hey, it's just like the flu, so I should be able to play with the flu / COVID-19 next to guys who might not be vaccinated, might be vaccinated. I should be able to do that. Why? Because I feel like that's what I should be able to do. There are people that just don't feel like this thing is real. They don't feel like and won't admit that vaccines and masks work. They just won't. And they will be staunch opponents of doing that, no matter what science says, no what anybody believes. You got people who would rather pay hundreds of dollars or more for a horse pill than get a free vaccine. Make that make sense.
Because we're living in a sick world. At the end of the day, AJ, it's all about, to me, you and your family.
But again, if folks don't see a problem with it, they're not looking at it like it's for them and their family. They feel like they're representing their family by opposing everything that you're saying.
But AJ, certain instances are different. And I'm not going to knock anybody who doesn't want to get the vaccine. No one. And no one should. But the thing about it is you got to know, you got to have wisdom and knowledge and knowing what's best. Sometimes when we used to be back in the day, they used to give us that what's that nasty medicine?
Yeah, cod liver oil.
Yeah, cod liver oil.
Castor oil.
Yeah. We knew that didn't taste good, but we knew that if we took it, what the end result would be. And a lot of us are still here for taking medicine we didn't want to take. So I'm just saying, in the instance, the people that are around millions of people, and if not thousands of people, on a week-to-week basis, most likely need to take a vaccine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, brother. Again, I wish that the argument was that simple, but it's not. It's not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll keep praying, and God keep us covered, and then hedges of protection around us, the ones who just want to be, according to His will. Everybody don't want to be that way.
Brother, I'm heading out of here today to get my booster shot. I finally got somebody who's going to give me the booster. I'm heading out of here to get it.
And the main thing is, if those who don't want to take those vaccinations, which I understand, just you got to be, you just get your immune system bulletproof.
Well, who was it that said, if you don't want to praise Him, don't hinder me?
Absolutely, yeah.
If you don't want this booster, don't hinder me. If you don't want this vaccine, don't hinder me.
Yeah. Different strokes for different folks. That's a good statement that they come up with in that jingle. But man, God bless you. Have a good weekend.
All right, Ferdinand.
Like I say, either vaccinated or get fined, one of the two.
Yeah. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. Yeah, people look at me crazy because I have a mask on. I'm not looking at you crazy because you don't. Like, I'm not what you want. I'm just letting you know. I'm not. Keep looking, but don't say nothing because I'm not what you want. I'm not. I'm that dude. I pray. Pray for me. Pray, Amy. Pray. Keith Hennick. Pray. Pray. I got that Peter spirit. Come on. We cutting off ears today. You come mess with me about what I got on my face. You worry about what you got on yours. Or don't. I mean it. Don't. Camilio, pray for me, Doc. Pray for me. I got to stay out of trouble so I can ride up over the, what's it called? What's it called over at the over at Southern? Hold on, I got to find Camilio's text. The hedge, is it the hedge? The Grove. I think they call it the Grove. They call it the Grove. Is that what they call it? Hold on, let me see. The Bluff. The Bluff. Yeah, I got to stay out of trouble so I can go over the Bluff and see my daughter. Hopefully she'll be one of those dancing dolls, whatever she chooses to be. But I'm going to spend a lot of time up there repping Southern. I can't wait. You see what color I got on today? Look, I'm already into it. She ain't paid one fee yet. I'm already into it. Man, y'all pray for me. Pray for me. All right, let me get back to this game stuff. All right, I got Oklahoma State over Baylor. All right, in the MAC championship, Kent State 7-5 at Northern Illinois 8-4, and Northern Illinois is the underdog. Northern Illinois is the underdog. I think Northern Illinois wins because they are the underdog with a better record. Go on, Northern Illinois. Mountain West, Utah State at San Diego State. San Diego State 11-1. I think they'll be 12-1 after that one. The Sun Belt, Appalachian State versus number 24, Louisiana. Louisiana 11-1, but they just lost their coach, Billy Napier. Man, I think App State wins that. I think App State knocks off Louisiana in the Sun Belt. Then you got Pittsburgh and Wake Forest in the ACC championship. That'll be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Wake Forest 10-2, Pittsburgh 10-2. Wake Forest, man, has just made me out to be crazy all season long. They had it on their racket and blew it against Clemson. I got Pittsburgh in that one. Come on, Pittsburgh. All right, and then in the Big Ten championship, number 2 Michigan versus number 13 Iowa. I really feel like Michigan gave it all they had against Ohio State and might not have as much left as they think they do. I'm not trying to be jaded. Iowa 10-2, Michigan 11-1. I kind of want Michigan to win that one so that they can stay in the college football playoff discussion. I want Michigan to win. But man, I'm feeling like Iowa is going to come in and shock the world. I really feel like Iowa is going to come in and shock the world. All right. I saved 2 games on purpose. The Cincinnati game, 12-0 versus Houston, 11-1. Cincinnati is an 11-point favorite. I feel like that old crazy Dana Holgorsen is going to come in and they're going to surprise Cincinnati. I really do. I really feel like it's going to be a closer game than most folks think. I think Cincinnati is going to have a tough time with all the – I feel like Dana Holgorsen is going to pull out every stop possible. He's going to do every trick play in the book. They're going to do crazy stuff on defense. I really feel like – I can't believe I'm going to say this. I feel like Houston is going to upset Cincinnati. I don't want them to because I want Cincinnati to tear that whole college football playoff scenario up. I want them to be a group of five in the Power Five Invitational. For some reason, I feel like Houston is going to pull the upset. And then in the SEC championship game tomorrow at 3 o'clock, number 1, Georgia versus number 3, Alabama. Georgia, if you don't do it, I don't want to hear anything else. Kirby Smart, if you don't do it, like this is your year. Everything points towards Georgia. And Georgia is only a 7-point favorite. So you're being insulted. You're being disrespected. They don't think highly of you. They gave Cincinnati a bigger point spread against Houston than you have against Alabama. And you've been dominant all year long. If that ain't reason enough to go out and win that game, I don't know what is. I'm going to go with Georgia, but I won't be surprised if Alabama wins. All right, let me give you these teams without any commentary. I've got UTSA over Western Kentucky. I've got Utah over Oregon, Oklahoma State over Baylor. I've got Houston over Cincinnati. I've got Northern Illinois over Kent State. I've got San Diego State over Utah State, Appalachian State over Louisiana, Georgia over Alabama, Pittsburgh over Wake Forest. I've got Michigan over Iowa, and that's what I've got. All right, let me take a break. We'll wrap it up right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year where we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right. You can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead, say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
enjoy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Hey, what's going on? This is Lecrae, and right now you're listening to the lunch break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the Aldine 92.3 FM. Don't forget, Aldine AFT presents Grand Gift Giveaway holiday drive-thru event. It's going to take place on Saturday, December the 18th, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway. That's at the Aldine AFT office. They got free HEB gift certificates, turkeys, holiday gifts, and more while supplies last. It is open to the community, and we will be broadcasting live from 10 to 12 at www.aldeanaft.org for more information. There you go. It's going to be a nice event. It's going to be a nice event. Let me clear my throat. All right, y'all. Let me get back over here and get ready to wrap this up. I got to get out of here. Y'all just heard I got to go get my vaccine. Booster. Cowboys got the win last night over New Orleans, 27-17. Taysom Hill, what were you doing? What were you trying to do? What I don't understand is why they keep giving this dude a contract like he is going to be the future quarterback of this organization. They need to be signing Jameis Winston to a long-term deal, especially after they saw how Taysom Hill, how Trevor Siemian, and I don't know what Ian Book looks like, but hey, I do know what Jameis Winston looks like. And for everybody who wants to say, oh, he ain't that dude, look at what he did at Tampa. Look at what he did before he got hurt in New Orleans and what everybody has done since him. For those who want to say that New Orleans was 4-2 at the time because of the defense and special teams, look at how they've been since then with that same defense and special teams. So, yeah, New Orleans couldn't get it done last night. Cowboys did it on defense, 4 interceptions, a pick 6, and got just enough offense out of the crew to get the win, 27-17. They improved to 8-4. Texans going to host the Colts Sunday at noon. They were back at practice yesterday. Wednesday, they had to take the day off. Undisclosed illnesses with multiple players. I'm not saying that's fact. I'm curious as to whether the undisclosed illnesses were their way of saying that they were, not happy with the way Justin Reed was treated and whatever his discipline issue was. You had several players who were right behind, 100% with the coach. I feel like there were some players that chose Justin Reed. That's just me. I'm not saying that's what it was. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is, though. Texans organization is not a mess, but they got some mess in it. Especially if the guys heard that discipline came down from Jack Easterby or Nick Caserio. Anyway, they need to focus on the Colts this Sunday at noon. I like what Lovie Smith said, gave a lot of respect to Jonathan Taylor for the Colts and how he prepares himself, how he runs the ball, but he also gave a lot of respect to his defense. And I appreciate that. Tim Kelly, got to call a better game. Got to give Tyrod and those guys a chance to get it done. Brandon Cooks missed practice yesterday. Brandon Cooks is possibly out for this game on Sunday. NBA action, the Spurs beat Portland 114-83. All their starters had double figures in the win. They're going to try to keep it going when they visit none other than Golden State tomorrow at 7:30. The Rockets will host Orlando tonight, looking for their 5th win in a row. They'll tip off at 7 o'clock Central. And Dallas will take on New Orleans tonight at 7:30. Man, Oklahoma City. Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, said Jayshawn Tate stole the souls of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he might be right. They got beat by the Memphis Grizzlies 152-79. 73-point beatdown, the worst ever in NBA history. My goodness. Memphis was on and popping. Oklahoma City, goodness gracious. Maybe they decided that they want the number 1 pick in the upcoming draft next year. I don't know. But that was strong. All right, that's all I got. Let me get ready to wrap it up. We'll get Sybil Wilkes on here with what you need to know today. We'll get her on with what you need to know today. Don't forget, you got all your gift shopping needs right there in the Greenspoint Mall at African Imports. Be sure and tell Opie that you heard it on KYOK. You'll get 10% off your purchases when you get African fashions for men, women, and children. If you get the African art, which is just absolutely beautiful there, or if you need anything for the Divine Nine or HBCU related, it's all right there at African Imports. They even have Bibles and church supplies, plus more. African Imports in the Greenspoint Mall. They are our sponsor and bringing us this edition of the lunch break. Tell Opie you heard it on KYOK with AJ, and I'm telling you, he's going to take care of you, okay? All right. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on to wrap it up, and after that, Donnie McClurkin and the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best gospel music, the latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. Over the weekend, you got the Not So Christian in Me Show. Man, they do a great job. Minister Larry Scott, his wife, Denise Scott, they do a great job. Be sure to tune into that tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then Jesse Jackson, Keep Up Alive, Walt Baby Love, Gospel Tracks. And then come Monday morning, Erica Campbell and Griff, Get Up Mornings. And I'll be back with Oh My Goodness Monday. And me and the coach, Johnny Cole, will take our HBCU stroll. All that right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. All right, here's Sybil Wilkes. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I do love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Come on, Sybil.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is, go ahead, say it with me, Friday, December 3rd, 2021. Number 1, the U.S. Senate passed a short-term government funding bill that will prevent a shutdown before the Friday night deadline, sending the bill to President Biden for his signature. The president is expected to sign the measure before the end of Friday and prevent a lapse in government funding. The legislation will keep the government running through February 18th. Number 2, in a new policy expansion meant to prevent harassment and abuse on its platform, Twitter will no longer let its users publish private videos or images of other people without their consent. The measure is in part meant to combat doxing, the practice of publishing another person's private or identifying information on the internet, such as their address or phone number. Public figures are exempt from the policy. Number 3, President Joe Biden is set to kick off a more urgent campaign for Americans to get the COVID-19 booster shots. The plan includes a requirement for private insurers to cover the cost of at-home COVID-19 tests and a tightening of testing requirements for people entering the U.S. regardless of their vaccination status. Medical experts say boosters provide enhanced and more enduring protection against COVID-19, including the new variants. Number 4, after nearly 400 years, Barbados has its own independence. The Caribbean nation cut its ties with Queen Elizabeth as of November 30th, 2021. The celebration of the Republic's separation from the United Kingdom came exactly 55 years after Barbados gained full independence, but decided to stay under British rule. And Rihanna, a Barbadian native, was declared a national hero by the Prime Minister. Number 5, although technology has become dominant in our book buying habits, family-owned bookstores nationwide still have so much to offer to their communities. Onyx Bookstore Cafe, the first Black-owned storefront bookstore in Covington, Georgia, is one of those jewels. Read more about Onyx and its owner, Tamara Wright, in today's Black Business Spotlight. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to work hard at having the life that you want. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Brain Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. And I hope y'all have a blessed and safe weekend. Not this, definitely this. Love y'all. Take care. Talk to you on Monday.